Testing. Good morning. Good morning, Bethany School. How are you? Good, good. We have a different chapel this morning. Our middle schoolers have something fun planned, and it's different. And so we're going to enjoy that. But before we get started and give all of our attention to middle schooler and the Bow Wow Blues, we are going to honor some of our students who participated in the Math Olympics earlier this week. We, of course, in Bethany fashion, we placed and we win. We take over where we go. Let's give a round of applause to our students who were selected. So when I call your name, please come up on the stage so that we can honor you for your skills in math and representing Bethany School. First, we have Emma Palmer. Come on up. Give her a round of applause. And wherever Ms. Smoot puts you. Next is Mr. Benjamin Fay. Come on up. We have Taylor Hendricks. Come on up, Taylor. This student scored so high, he was ranked superior. This is Jack Schaefer. Thank you, Mrs. Golden. I'm glad you were able to come on up. Frankie's out today, so we are all putting on different hats. Next, we have Mr. Theo Ventura. Come on up, Theo. Great job. After Theo, Mr. Connor Curtis. Come on up, Connor. This next student ranked superior, Harper Coet. Come on up, Harper.
Good job.
Another student who ranked superior at the Math Olympics is Malia Ramirez. Come on up. Mr. Darion Givens, come on up. Next is Mr. Amin Twal. Come on up. This next young lady ranked superior, Miss Avery Hamilton. Come on up. And this last student, he ranked superior and he received 100%. He got everything correct. Let's give a big applause for Andrew Amaro. Okay, and one more thing. We love celebrating birthdays here at Bethany, and it was Mrs. Mills' birthday yesterday. Come on up. Her first birthday as a mom. She's now a mommy. And the next person, Miss Yoon. Come on up, Miss Yoon. Did she make it in? Miss Yoon? Oh, not okay. She's trying to find her keys, so she's on her way in. But how is it being a mommy and having a birthday? Very special. Well, we're going to sing to you. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mrs. Mills. Happy birthday to you. God's blessings on you. And now, back to our previously scheduled program.
Well, good morning, everyone. We are so glad that you are here with us. So before we get going with our show, it's a little bit different. It is a live radio play, so I have had a lot of fun teaching the students about how radio works. They got to develop the sound effects. You will see 2 of the commercials that are featured in our show. The students wrote the music, they wrote the words. The jingle will be in your head all day, I'm warning you. So they were very creative in what they came up with. So you'll notice as the actors come on stage that they have their scripts in their hands. That is not because they were unprepared. That is because that's how they did it in radio. If you ever watch radio, you'll see that they had the scripts in their hands. And then right behind me, I have 4 lovely people who are our Foley artists, okay? So they are the ones that make all the sound effects. So we're gonna give you just a couple demonstrations before we get started. So Jace, could you close the door for us, please? Ooh, look at that. All right. And then Rebecca, I think I hear the phone ringing. Very good. And Xander, is there a cowbell? Are there cows? All right, so those are just a few of the different sound effects that you are going to get to hear as we go throughout the show. So this is a different skill, right? I don't think we sit and listen, because even today when we listen to a podcast, I know I like to do it when I drive or I'm doing the dishes or I'm multitasking, but we're asking you to just kind of immerse yourself and listen to the story. It is a very fun story with lots of twists and turns. So without further ado, Bow Wow Blues.
You can't catch us, Copper. Ha, ha, ha.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to
Bethany
Radio.
Network.
Gangster theater. What is a gangster? If you ask your great-grandparents that question, they will speak about the gangsters of the 1930s and 1940s. A very popular gangster duo was Bonnie and Clyde, who drove around robbing banks in their sleek-back car. These gangsters dressed up in zoot suits and shiny leather shoes, strutting around with pretty girls in long pearls and flapper dresses. They were as popular and revered as any other movie stars today. But before we begin this week's episode of Gangster Theater, a word from our sponsor, Giggling Ginseng.
Tired of same old creamer, coffee need a lift, yet tea too tangy? Then try Happy Dairy's new creamer, Giggling Ginseng. That's right, Giggling Ginseng is made with all natural, 100% ginseng. Giggling Ginseng will get you that get up and go giggling feeling every time you have a cup. Just stir a dollop of Giggling Ginseng into your first cup of coffee. And feel the difference. Giggling Ginseng, Happy Dairy's Giggling Ginseng in the dairy aisle from your favorite dairy, Happy Dairy, where even the cows are happy to hang out. And get ready for today's episode of Gangster Theater.
Today's episode, Bow Wow Blues. The story so far, Joe and his motley team of two, Stinky and Burley, have been hitting all the banks in eastern Missouri. The year is 1932. The Dust Bowl days have passed, and there are no crops and no money. But what little money is left, the Witty Gritty Gang has stolen. From town to town, the Witty Gritty Gang has cleaned out all the banks, and even the old ladies' pocketbooks that were sweet enough to take them in for a cup of coffee and a piece of pie. We catch up with our rough characters in the Mavis Diner, a greasy spoon about 20 miles from Stalia.
What of the piece, Smithy? The usual?
Mavis, go ahead and wait on them fellas over there. Now, I'm in no hurry, but these fellas look like they're starving.
Thanks, doll. You're such a gentleman. I'll take care of our guests first. Thanks.
More creamless Mavis, honey? Yeah, here's to you, Stinky. Fast thinking taking that road away from KC. One more bank in Sedalia, and we're out of here and headed for Chicago.
Thanks, boss. But what about Geraldine? Shouldn't we wait for her?
Now, she'll catch up. She shouldn't have gotten out the car back in KC and looked for a powder room. I bet she couldn't have waited until Warrensburg.
Yeah, boss. That'll teach her.
Stinky, you ain't always right. Sometimes we women just need to powder our noses and freshen up. That's all. You men don't know everything.
What'd you say, Chloe?
Chloe, you better watch your step, or pretty soon Joe will say, "Will be the next baggage left behind." Nothing, Joe. Chloe didn't say nothing. There's your cream, Joe, darling. Know how much you like your coffee with cream.
Yeah, you keep your mouth shut too, Shirley, or the two of you will be the next baggage left behind.
That's telling him, boss.
Well, Harrison, this looks like a cozy spot to sit a spell.
Yes, sir. Reminds me of my mom's kitchen back in Boise, Idaho. Checker tablecloths and gingham window curtains. Except mom's kitchen wasn't so dingy.
How many times did I have to tell you? Not to call me sir. We're partners.
Hello, gentlemen. What do you have?
Well, ma'am, we have eggs, toast, coffee and cream, please.
Ma'am, please? Nobody says ma'am or please around here. You must be from...
Lincoln, thank you.
Coming right up.
But, sir, I mean, you worked so hard to teach me to call you sir back at the police academy that it's kind of hard to get out of my head. You know, sir, I gotta admit, I'm sort of nervous. I mean, we're here finally, and there they are.
Harrison, just keep in mind that you're assigned to me as a partner, not as an assistant. Good morning, fellas. Nice day, ain't it?
Sure is if you like nice days.
What a friendly fella. Have a cup of coffee on us. Do you know how far it is to Sedalia from here?
Why, thanks, stranger. Yes, it's 20 miles from here to be exact.
Yeah, we would know. We've been following some nasty fellas, and I've been keeping the track of the miles we've been chasing them. Ouch, sir, what'd you kick me for?
Harrison, why don't you go out and check on the stray pooch you found?
What stray pooch? Oh, yeah, right, sir.
Officer Harrison blow their cover, or will Sergeant Stone be successful in capturing Joe and his motley crew? We will find out after this brief commercial break brought to you by Harry's Hair Growth Gummies. They'll help you look good without a wig.
One gummy, 3 inches, 2 gummies, 6 inches, 3 gummies, 9 inches, 4 gummies, 12 inches. Hi, you're suffering from hair loss, spotting, or receding hairlines, then buying Harry's Hair Growth Gummies will help you look good without a wig. This product will help you gain hair at an expanding rate at an affordable price. Call us at 1-800 Hair Growth Gummies to purchase your gummies today. Our flavors include cherry, blue raspberry, cotton candy, bubblegum, green apple, and grape. Here's one of our reviewing customers now. So, Lance, what do you think of Harry's Hair Growth Gummies?
I don't know. I think I'll take one right now then. These are totally awesome. I was feeling totally awful about 5 minutes ago, and now I feel totally tubular, dudes. I've been brushing my hair for weeks. Harry's Hair Growth Gummies, you rock. Use code GUMMIES to get 50% off your first purchase.
Each sold separately.
And now, back to this week's episode of Gangster Theater, Bow Wow Blues.
So, mister, you found a stray dog, huh? I love strays. They're the best. They take care of themselves.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Harry Stone.
Nice to meet you. We're from the Chicago area.
Really? Long way from home.
Sir, the dog is getting kind of cold out there in the weather and all.
Your dog's cold? How you know, fella?
Shaking a lot and all.
I hate to see dogs cold. Nothing sourer than a shivering hound, huh, Burley?
Yeah, Joe, except maybe a shivering dog. Hate to see a woman cold. It don't go along with their femininity, their girlishness. You think, boss?
Yeah, Burley. So this dog, you found him on the road on the way here?
It's a her.
Huh?
No, I said her. He's a her.
What? How can a she be a he?
No, Stinky, she's a her. Beautiful legs, long furry legs and all.
How you know my name?
You told us when we first came in here. You too, Joe.
I did? I don't remember. Must be because we haven't slept in a couple days, because of the traveling.
Yeah, they're traveling. We'll do it to you.
Sorry, sir, there's a problem.
Problem? Maybe we can help. Bob, go with him.
I don't think so, sir. The dog is hungry.
Not a problem, Harrison. Ask Mavis if she has any scraps for it.
Huh? Sir, I don't think that would work. A steak would be better.
Steak? Joe, you ever give steak to a dog?
For a stray? Mr. Stone, what kind of stray dog you got out here?
Oh, a beautiful one with long golden hair. I mean, fur.
Mavis, you got a steak? I need to order one for the road.
Of course I got a steak. What do you think I'm running here? Some greasy spoon?
Well, yes.
Never mind him. A steak, please, Mavis. Rare.
Coming right up. There. Good enough for your stray?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Do you have any cherry pie?
Sure. Fresh today.
Good, I'll take half.
Half a piece?
No, half the pie for the stray.
A dog gets half a pie? Harry, I gotta see your dog.
Harrison, run the food out to our pet. I'll be out in just a minute.
Right.
That Harrison, he's such a sucker for dogs. But he took care of all his abandoned dogs on the farm in Idaho.
Idaho? I'm from Idaho. My pa was a potato farmer near Boise, but he don't farm no more because of the boerworms.
Didn't know they had a boerworm problem in Idaho. Must have been pretty hard on her family. Stinky, you know the lady very long?
Mister, I knowed her too long.
You know, Cheryl, that Harrison sure do look familiar. Like I knowed him or something.
Chloe, you ain't seen him before. You think everyone looks familiar. Just 'cause he's from Idaho, don't mean you know him. What is that sound? You hear it? Come on, Chloe. I think we better go powder our noses, if that's all right with you, gentlemen.
Well, hurry, dolls, 'cause we as gentlemen need to get on the road soon.
girls, you got any of Geraldine's stuff with you? This guy's dog's cold, and I hate to shoot a shivering dog.
We got Geraldine's fur coat, but I kind of like it. I thought that I would keep it for Geraldine, you know?
Anything else, folks? Pie? Perhaps the rest of the cherry pie?
Let the dog lover have the coat, Chloe.
But Joe, it's Geraldine's and we...
Aye, what, Chloe? You wanted the coat, didn't you?
No, Joe. Chloe and I was just saying in the powder room that the coat looks so good on Geraldine. We hope that she catches up with us soon, so we can give it back to her.
Your dog's howling, mister. I wonder why he's howling.
Because he's cold, Joe. He's cold and he's miserable and he's still hungry. That's all. So that'll be $3.50.
I'll pay it, boss. You go ahead and finish your coffee.
So, Joe, why'd you leave me behind?
Will Joe be able to dodge the fast-talking, quick-thinking Geraldine? Stay tuned after this short commercial break, brought to you by the new buttered glue stick. If you can't get your butter to spread, just take it out and use it instead.
Miami toast is ready. My butter won't spread. Whatever will I do?
Never fear, the butter glue stick is here.
What's a butter glue stick?
Well, if you can't get your butter to spread, just take it out and use it instead.
Still confused. Why are you speaking in rhymes?
I can show you. Everything about the butter glue stick is true.
Just open up your butter glue stick and spread your butter onto your toast. It is way easier than using a knife, you know.
Wow.
When your butter won't spread, never fear, because we've got your butter stick right here. Yeah,
Call 1-800-BUTTER to get your butter glue stick today.
you butter buy it.
We're not responsible for any trouble happening by using glue. Side effects may include death, nausea, and death and dinosaur-like habits.
Call 1-800-BUTTER today.
And now back to this week's episode of Gangster Theater, Bow Wow Blues.
Deanie, how'd you get here?
You look terrible, Deanie.
You would too, dope, if you was left behind, but some sweet gentlemen helped me out.
Fellas, the jig is up. You're under arrest. How'd I do, sir?
Good work, Harrison. Cuff him.
I knew it. Your dog pointed the finger at us, boss.
But Stone, I thought you had a dog in your car.
That weren't no dog, Joe. It was me. I helped him.
But why?
Because, Joe, you only care about two things in life: creamy and blessed coffee and getting back home to Smoochie.
Smoochie?
Deanie, how could you?
Because, Joe, there are a few things more important than one's Pekingese. Me, for one.
Boss, we've been hurrying home for a Pekingese? I thought that we had to get back quick to Chicago to hide the loot and get invisible.
Okay, I'll admit it. I miss Smoochie. Ever since I seen that dog outside the farming home in KC, I miss my girl.
You mean this one in my purse? Oh, my. I almost forgot about her. She's mine, Joe. She was abandoned, Joe. Some terrible person dropped this beautiful blonde Pomeranian in that horrible alley, like you dumped me. But now she's mine.
And mine, Mr. Geraldine.
Right, ours. Then Sergeant Stone and Officer Harrison came along right after you sped off, spattering mud all over my new Chanel dress, I might add, and rescued me. Face it, Joe, you got stiff this time.
Give in, Stan. Bob, we lost.
I got him, sir. Come on, fellas. Ma'ams, outside with you.
What? Oh, I never did like that Geraldine anyway. Mavis, honey, you can keep this silly fur coat.
Yeah, we won't be needing it where we're going.
Thanks, Mavis. You're a gem.
Anytime, Harry. You know I'm yours. Hey, Fats, bring in Fanny.
What a great hound dog. You've been outside whining long enough.
Here you go, girl. Have a steak. Hey, Harry, my dog Fanny did her job just fine. Threw off the robbers whether there was a dog or not.
Hey, Mavis, phone's for Stone.
Thanks, Fats. Hello? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see. I see. Stone Pooch, is a day from the farmer home, KC? Right, sir. Right away. Mavis, where's Harrison?
Let me look. Outside, tied to a tree. There go the gangsters. And who's that running behind?
Help, help, she tied me to a tree.
It's Geraldine, carrying her puppy.
You mean Banker Paula J. Betty's pet Pomeranian, Penny, whisked from his arms yesterday during the farmer home break-in? Or gonna tie Harrison? That Geraldine's pretty crafty. Not only did she catch up as a guy, but she got her own smoochie besides. See you next time, Mavis.
There Stone goes again. Sure hope he catches the Witty Gritty Gang next time.
Will Sergeant Stone and Officer Harrison catch up with the Witty Gritty Gang? Or will they give up, sit down, and have the rest of the cherry pie with ice cream and early in the morning? Tune in tomorrow for another episode of Gangster Theater, brought to you by Giggling Ginseng, the cream that gives you that get up and go giggling feeling.
This has been a production of the
Bethany
Radio.
Network.
Let's give middle school another wonderful round of applause. Is Miss Slater still here? Miss Slater, can you come out, please? How was it teaching middle school an era of which they have no idea? And I'm pretty young too, I have no idea. How were you able to get that concept over to them?
Yeah, well, we began kind of talking about ways we could relate. So I asked them if they listen to podcasts or if audiobooks. And so a lot of them said, it was interesting, some of them said, I would never watch a crime show, but I'll listen to like true crime kind of thing. So we talked about, well, why is listening different than like seeing it? We listened to a few. We listened to like a classic Superman radio show, so they got to practice that skill. And we began by making the commercials, both the butter stick and the hair growth gummies. Those were complete originals written by the kids. And they had a lot of fun, so I think that kind of helped to introduce them to the concept and then what we were going to do with the actual show.
Well, I enjoyed it. Thank you, Ms. Slater. Looking forward to seeing what middle school is going to do at the gala, the Doris Hinthorn Gala of the Arts, the last Friday of this month, and seeing all of our talent. But thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. We hope you enjoyed the show.
And for all of our guests and middle school parents, can you please stand up? We're going to hold them responsible for what we saw this morning. Let's give our middle school parents a round of applause. So thankful for you. And let's have everyone stand up. We're going to sing our Bethany School song and then head on to class.
All right. 1, 2, 3. We are the students of Bethany School, and we grow each day in God's grace. Step by step and day by day, we learn, we play, and praise you in this place. We are focused on our future, and God's guiding our way. We're walking in our purpose, and we will not stray. We, the students of Bethany School, are future focused indeed. Have a great day, Bulldogs. Actors, come out onto the stage, please. All actors and Foley artists on the stage.
Have you seen the well-to-do upon Lenox Avenue? On that famous thoroughfare, with their noses in the air, high hats and colored collars, white spats and $15, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you